It had the twinkly bits that they used in High. It was basically a reprise of all their nice summery ones, and there you go, I liked it.
I have to say I'm a big Cure fan. I think that I like both Mopey Robert and slightly less Mopey Robert. Sammy, do you share that view?
I like him as a person, and I do love the back catalogue, but that wasn't breaking any new ground. It didn't do anything that special, but the ending was lovely.
Oh, no, I disagree, you're all wrong. I liked it. I'll tell you a band that I've never got with, Spiritualized. Went to a gig once, fell asleep. Absolutely fell asleep during a rock concert.
Is that the smack?
It was indeed the horse. But the horse aside, see what you make of this new Spiritualized tune. It's called Soul on Fire, and it's released tomorrow.
You were born on a black day.
Spiritualized Soul on Fire, which is released as a single tomorrow. And if you are a Spiritualized fan and you missed the session that they did for George Lamb on Friday, then you can listen again. You can even watch again online on the BBC Six Music website. However, Spiritualized, I have to say I've never been a fan. Harry?
No, nor me really. I always felt like I should do. It's like when I used to read the NME, they used to make me feel guilty for not loving Spiritualized. But I was dreadful, wasn't it? It was just a really wet, whimpery. It should have been epic. You thought it was building to something, but it never came. It was flat and it was boring.
What do people think of The Cure, by the way?
I'm glad you asked, Steve. Tara says that The Cure has always been her favourite band, but she doesn't really listen to them anymore, and every time they come out with something like this, reminiscent of their Wish album, she longs for some of the darkness of the old days. If they were a new band and this was their first album ever, she thinks it would pass mostly unnoticed, whereas Surinder says she cannot believe that Rufus slammed The Cure, and the song was legendary as always.
Ooh. Once again, Rufus, you have divided the listeners. Will you divide them again over your opinion of Spiritualized?
No, I'm not going to come down on Spiritualized side. It did Soul on Fire, such a grand title, and it just sounded like a warm glass of water to me, a tepid room temperature glass of water.
Okay, Tiny Dan, you're not one of the most popular members of the team, so why not get Sammy to accompany you on a piece of traditional Cambodian musical instrument while you give your opinion?
Okay, off you go, Sammy. I found that... Right.
What's your opinion of Spiritualized?
It was a bit flat. I love the album 10 years ago, Ladies and Gentlemen, We Are Floating in Space. That didn't do anything for me. I'm sorry. I didn't enjoy it. I like Sammy's playing much better.
Fantastic and award-winning. And Sammy, finally, your view.
Halfway through the song, I said to Rufus, would you rather listen to this or me playing a selection of TV theme tunes on this small wooden flute? I think we can guess what he said.
Which one are you going to play?
Can
you do Last of Summer Wine?
No, I can do this one.
Meanwhile, Frank in Portland, Oregon writes a very eloquent email, but I can sum it up by saying he agrees Spiritualized sucks.
Good, thank you very much indeed. More opinion next week, plus I'm sure more music, and that's it. See you next time.
Six Music tonight.
Oh, I've never heard this bit of Edwyn Collins, A Girl Like You, before, because normally on any station that is played on, some stupid DJ talks over the end of it, but not me. No, it's all about the music on Six Music here. Steve Merchant with you this fine Sunday afternoon. Is it fine, Dan? I can't see.
No, it's a bit cloudy.
Thanks, mate. So we're here for another 2 hours. We've not really thought through what we're going to talk about. Not a problem. We've not done it previously on the series. I don't
think anyone's noticed before now.
I don't think so. But I tell you, do you know what? I think the great thing about us guys, and I don't want to, blow smoke up anyone's A, but I just think we're just a lovely bunch of people, And if you're bored on a Sunday afternoon, even if you're not bored, you would want us as your friends, wouldn't you? I mean, we're crazy cool cats. We know about music, we know about culture, we just know about a whole heap of stuff. We're lovable. We got a chick. So if you're a guy and you haven't really got any chicks in your life, Sammy's with us.
Hi.
All right, so there you are.
And I'm wearing a really pretty dress.
Wearing
a
really
pretty
dress. It's lovely. She looks about 14 at the moment. If that's what you're into. And we got Harry, who works in a bank. So he sort of adds a certain kind of respectable legitimacy to the show.
Bit of gravitas.
Exactly. Yeah. And we got a tiny Dan, who's a sort of person. He's very much a whipping boy. He's a sort of person you'd want in a group. If sometimes you see a kind of quite a tough gang, and there's like a tiny little oik who's in the front of them. He's the one who throws the pebble in your eye, and then you try and go. Oh, you go. Hang on a minute, you little leak, and all his hard mates come and duff you up. So that's very much what Dan's like. He's the tiny
I think of
little-
myself more of being one of those groups in a film, and you get the little guy, and you know that he's going to do something amazing.
No. No.
And you just wait. You just wait for him to do that amazing thing.
No, because you're thinking of normally that would be a martial arts film. He would be perhaps a tiny little Japanese man, or somewhere else in Southeast Asia, and he would have great martial arts skills. You've got none of that. What is your greatest asset as a man?
like I
As a
say-
human being, what's your greatest skill? Go now.
My greatest asset is that you can wait for me because it looks like I might do something amazing in a minute.
Yeah.
We're still waiting. I know that.
Okay.
But I might do something amazing.
Have you
in a
got
minute.
any aptitude at all? Can you play an instrument?
I can do shorthand.
Okay, that's pretty damn impressive.
Not very
Dan
useful.
brings the gift of anticipation. You think he's going to do something.
Hey, that's the great thing about this show. It's constantly promising something that it never delivers, and that's exactly what we have this week. We got music, obviously, and we got chit chat and stuff. But they like us to keep this first link short, so we'll play the Mystery Jets. Back in time to 1985, and a new single from new band The Mystery Jets, Two Doors Down. Don't you just hate it when DJs talk over the end of records?
It's really
It
frustrating.
really annoys me. You're so into the tune, and then they just start whittering on, jabbering on, telling you what's coming up later on the show. Incidentally, coming up later on the show, we've got, if you like bands with Jet in the title, we got some music by the Gyro Jets. So that's worth staying tuned for.
There's a lot of people like that, aren't there?
Exactly. It's a lot of big Jet fans. You were telling me, and this has shocked me very much to my foundations, that Mr. T. Wogan threatening to resign. What, from the BBC?
Not from the BBC, Steve.
thank
No,
goodness.
he still loves the Beeb. He's a national institution, but he's not happy with Eurovision. He's
None of
threatening-
us are happy with Eurovision. It is interminable.
But he spat the dummy because, Eurovision, the only reason to watch it is for old Tell's, wry observations.
Sure. Or if you're a lady or a gay person.
Well, exactly. But he's become so incensed with what he sees as the unfairness of the voting systems now.
No, I don't follow it, so what happened? What's the big shock?
Well, basically, all the kind of Eastern European countries vote for each other.
Right.
And omit the hated Western countries.
Okay.
So Andy Abrams,
singing dustman?
Britain's premier singing dustman.
I like it whenever you see him interviewed, he always says, I'm not just a singing dustman.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you are. You will always be referred to. Do you know that guy Andy Abrams? What? I don't remember him. Well, the singing dustman. Oh, the singing
the
dustman,
dustman, yeah,
He'll
yeah.
always be that, but sure, he was our entry, was he?
He was our entry. There was a lot of hope pinned on him.
Was he good?
Yeah, I mean, it was a half decent song in Eurovision terms, and he's got a belting voice. But he finished joint bottom after last year's humiliation as well, and it's disappointing. And some joke was a Russian entry one, which wasn't
So
particularly good.
Terry's threatening to resign, because I thought the whole point was that Terry didn't really care. He sort of took a wry look at everything, and it was just a bit of a joke for him.
Well, see, it's national pride, isn't it, Steve? Eltel wants us to believe in ourselves, and if he's presiding over this, where we're just going to get mocked and voted down all the time, he's not happy.
Oh! No, come on, people love my impression of Wogan. It is amazing. It's the only impression I can do. Oh! Welcome to the Eurovision. Hang on a minute, I've lost it.
The only impression you can do.
It's terrible.
You've had all year to work
on it. Welcome to Wogan. I've lost the Irish accent. I've lost the Irish.
Never had it. That sounds exactly like it always used to sound.
No, I used to have a sort of a note of Irishness in it, but I seem to have lost it. How did Irish people speak? Hang on a minute, it's all that kind of the Blarney. R. No, that's Scottish. He's Scottish.
That's Scottish?
Yeah, R. No, hang on, that's a pirate.
There were some of them on Eurovision.
Was there some pirates?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Jude, you're a big fan, aren't you? You print off sort of guidebooks and all kinds of T-shirts you have made and everything, don't you? You're a proper nutter.
Yeah, no, I went to a party last night.
Of course you did.
We had,
Was it a gay person?
Yes, it was.
I thought it would be. Gay people do love Eurovision. There's no. I'm
they all
not
love
being
Eurovision.
homosexuality.
There were straight people there too, and not just girls.
Of course.
There was one straight man there.
One straight guy, of
Yeah.
course. But who had nothing else going on that week. Perhaps just been dumped. And so, what did you do? You printed off a form from the internet that allowed you
From
to sort
the
of tick off.
BBC website, there was a score sheet, so it
Right.
had all the countries in order, and then they also had an I Spy game
Ah,
where
that
you had
sounds
to
dull.
tick things off. No, it was great.
Okay. And you had to tick things off,
Yeah, if there was an interpretive dance
right?
in one of the things, that was good. If Terry
Yeah.
Wogan called someone an Egypt, if
That's it.
No, that's not it.
Okay. And so, what was your verdict on the Russian win? Are you as devastated as Telly? Are you going to be resigning from the BBC?
I've already done that.
Ooh, there's big revs, everyone on the show. Is that the first time you've told anyone?
On a microphone.
Have you told the BBC yet?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good. No, that would have been an embarrassing thing to do. Anything like DLT all over again.
I thought the Russian entry was rubbish and shouldn't have won.
Ooh, you've slammed Russia.
I think it is a bit of a joke. All the Scandinavians vote for each other, all the Baltics vote for each other. Andorra votes for Spain.
Yeah.
And Portugal, and we don't have any now. Ireland voted for us this year, which was good. Malta didn't, and they always do.
Okay, listen, this is
But
what.
Ukraine should have won.
Thank you, Jude. I appreciate your input on that, but you've now just started listing names of countries, and I've lost interest. No, this is the concern, though, isn't it? Because we were talking upstairs about the fact that it's below to national pride. That was all we had going for us. At least was a certain sense that we might have innings on that.
Footballers, they failed. There's no Euro 2008
Oh,
for us.
you're right. We're absolutely pathetic.
Nothing there.
You
The
know.
cricketers are losing at the moment, even as I speak.
Financial meltdown, house prices
The
falling,
economy-
mortgages
the
going
economy's
up. Yeah, Tempe tax.
It's not really working out for us in Iraq, is it?
Not really.
Massively, no.
There's nothing to be proud of.
No.
Being British. There was a time, of course, when we ruled the world. Those glory days. We used to oppress entire nations. We used to oppress. I mean, I watched Gandhi on the plane the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there are millions of Indian fellas, and we were in control of all of them. And there was only about 10 of us out there. There's only about 10 of us in India, and we ruled something like 300 million people. I mean, really, it was the glory days of the British Empire, and we've not gone. But this is but joking aside, of course, because if you watch Gandhi, you realise that we shouldn't have been there, really.
Really.
But likewise, when we were in all the other countries that we were in, what do we own still? Australia? We're still in charge of that?
Well, sort of.
The
I
Queen
think
pops
we've
out
got that on lease now.
Right.
Same with
Gibraltar,
Canada.
maybe?
You don't want Gibraltar, that's a right off done.
Falklands.
Falklands.
Yeah, we've still got the Falklands. Yeah.
Doesn't Gibraltar have those funny monkeys though?
Oh, they are funny. What is there left that we can be proud of nationally? I mean, there really is nothing left. There's, music, is that Leona Lewis? Yeah. Listen, I've just found a thing. I'll tell you what, I'll play a tune and then we'll explain more, because I feel like I've not fully clarified my point. I don't want to start pressing buttons and people not understand why they're listening to the button pressing. I want to play this tune by the Jackson 5. It's absolute dynamite. Let me tune it to play it for you, and then I'll give you some fascinating insights into it afterwards that the archivists will love. But this is an absolute corker. If you've not heard this before, it's called Don't Know Why I Love You, the Jackson 5 from their ABC album, cover of a Stevie Wonder tune. Just check out Tiny Little Jacko's voice on this. Amazingly, Michael was 12 years old when he recorded that. That's really precociously talented. And the Jacksons doing a version of a Stevie Wonder tune called I Don't Know Why, which they confusingly called Don't Know Why I Love You, just in case you're trying to seek it out. It's on their ABC album. It was later recorded, or actually around the same time recorded by the Rolling Stones, originally going to be on the Let It Bleed album. And famously the tune that they were recording the night they heard that Brian Jones had died. Ooh, spooky.
Good stats.
Yeah, that's good stats. That single-handedly won me respect amongst the Six music bloggers, and plenty more where that came from, I expect. Yes, we were talking about things to be proud of that are, now that Britain has lost both Eurovision and we're not in the Euro Whatnot Cup, and we no longer have an empire.
No.
We are just generally considered a laughingstock, a global laughingstock. What is there left? We've had a text.
Yeah, anonymous texter number ending 52. He knows who he is. has said all Champions League winners and runners-up, not British, Mr. Merchant. But me and Dan were speculating over how.
Yeah, I mean,
encouraging
Manchester
exactly
United from Manchester, that's in England. Chelsea from London, that's in England. Manchester United, Scottish boss. Portuguese goal scorer.
Yeah, winning save from the goalkeeper who's Dutch. Yeah.
Assistant manager, Portuguese. Chelsea, Israeli in charge.
I would not know.
Man United run by Americans, Chelsea run by Russians.
No wonder he's anonymous, because number ending in 52, you have embarrassed yourself.
Quack, quack, oops.
So we're trying to think what we can be British and proud about, but we can't discuss it now because we have to listen to this trail from Sean Keaveney.
BBC Six Music.
Sean Keaveney back on Monday, as the trail just said. Don't know why I repeated it. So yes, what can we be proud of? Tiny Dan